Happy New Year, everybody. This is Bill McGee with Berkshire Hathaway, and I'm here to give you a market update. Certainly going to talk about December, but this is a recap of 2018 as a whole because it was a very interesting year. As usual, I'm going to hit the high points in the video, but if you're interested in more, I have a lot more. I love data myself. I have about 47 pages of charts and graphs that I would love to send to you, so send me a note and I will email it to you. So, you heard news stories about how the market softened, and it really depends on your definition of softened, because the fact is price appreciation was still super strong. People were still selling their homes for really nice increases in value over what they paid for them. About 8.05% on the whole for Metro Denver last year. I mean, 8% increase over 2017. That is super strong. So the number of transactions did slow a little bit, and it slowed earlier than usual for seasonality. It started slow in May, driven by fears of increasing interest rates. So in December, however, we had a 4.5% increase in under contracts year over year. What that means is this year, I mean the month that just ended, December 2018, we actually had 4.5% increase in houses that went under contract. Now transactions were still down 650 homes compared to last year, because when you go under contract in December, you close the deal, the transaction happens in January. So I think this January 2019 is actually going to be pretty strong based on that. So the number of sold homes did start to slow in June. Active listings started to rise in July, and the trend actually continued. So the thing is, more inventory on the market, people started to get excited about it being a buyer's market. It is still 1.36 months of supply, which is absolutely a seller's market. So we still have strong appreciation, as I said. We still have strong transactions. In fact, the transactions came back. I think part of the reason the transactions started, or the under contracts started to increase in December, is unexpected news over the last 3 or 4 weeks. Interest rates actually came down a little bit. So we had a trend of increasing interest rates, but they came down a little bit. Probably as a result of the troubles on Wall Street. That often helps interest rates. We're going to now see a very similar trend for 2019, where we're going to see the market hit strongly earlier than usual, actually earlier than previous years, previous to 2018. 2018, the peak started early. We predict that that will happen again in 2019. So if you're looking to buy a house right now, is perfect because the interest rates are low and they are going to go back up here in the next couple of months. And also the inventory is super strong. So there's a lot of homes out there to look at right now, which is great if you're a buyer. If you are a seller, you really want to hit that March peak. But the thing is, to be ready for that, you have to work on it right now. So it sounds like I'm saying both buyers and sellers should be kind of getting busy right about now, and that is true. Come July, if you're a seller, you'll get dramatically less than you would in the next few months. So a couple of things that I wanted to touch on, and I'll paste this graph into the video, but this is the earlier than usual market activity based on rising interest rates. But the interesting part is the big circle on the right side of the graph, which is the compression and retraction phase was pretty dramatic this year. The other thing I really want to touch on, if you are planning on listing your house, I really like this graph, and so I'll paste this graph into the video right about here. Pricing it right the first time. If you price it right, meaning it sells in the first 7 days, you usually get 99.9% of your asking price. If it sits on the market for 3 months or more, 92% of asking price. We have been counseling our clients this for a long time. It's really important to hit the market with the correct price, not one of those, let's see if maybe somebody comes along and wants to pay $30,000 more than it's really worth. It's not a good strategy. You really want to make it so that it's priced attractively, get a lot of traffic in there. We're good at this. We did about 57 listings in the last 24 months with an average of 98.8% of asking price is what we're getting for our clients. So the Hakimi team is busier than ever. We would love to help you with what you need. So please click on the link right above there and or give me a call. I'd love to help you. Thanks, and have a great 2019.